South Africans are earning between $700 and $5,000 a month in remote work. But the difference depends entirely on the path you choose. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how South Africans get paid, which companies are legitimate, and how you can protect your dignity and your income, even if you're a complete beginner. And if you're brand new to the VA world, check out my Empowerment Vault VA Starter Pack. The link is in the description below. It gives you the perfect starting point for remote work. Before we dive in, I want you to hear this clearly. Remote work is not a tech thing. It's not only for people with degrees or perfect English or years of experience. Most of the South Africans earning internationally today started exactly where you are, with a laptop, data, and the decision to try. Let's start with the agencies. HireSava is based in South Africa. They connect South African virtual assistants to overseas clients. Roles include executive assistant, project manager, social media manager, and receptionist. Clients pay international rates, but HireSava pays workers based on South African benchmarks. The work is steady, but the pay is aligned with local rates, not global ones. Protos VA is based in the United States. They hire South Africans and train them with AI tools. They pay a fixed rate between $9 and $11 an hour. That's better than many local jobs, but clients often pay more, and the agency manages the margin. It's reliable work, but not the full value of your skill. Cherry Assistant is also based in the United States. They focus heavily on South African virtual assistants. Most roles are sales-based. Workers can earn $1,500 to $2,000 a month if they hit targets, but the income is commission-driven, and the agency controls the workflow and pay. This is great for confident communicators, but tough if you need guaranteed income. Somewhere, also called Support Shepherd, is based in the Philippines. They place South Africans in corporate roles like executive assistants, project managers, and social media managers. They pay between $1,300 and $1,900 a month. That's lower than full US salaries, but higher than most local positions. Their pitch to clients is simple. Hire overseas talent at 70 to 80% lower payroll costs. That difference forms part of the agency's model. You get stability, they get the margin. Here's the truth about agencies. HireSava, Protos VA, Cherry Assistant, and Somewhere offer real jobs, real experience, and a stable path into remote work. But the pay is managed and controlled, and it rarely reflects the full amount clients are actually paying. Now, let's talk about platforms. This is where everything changes. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork have no middleman. You set your own price. You keep the full amount. Clients are paying directly for your skill, not through an agency's filter. On Upwork, you bid for projects. It takes work, writing proposals, building your reputation, waiting for clients. But once you start winning jobs, you charge true global rates. Some South Africans earn $3,000, even $5,000 a month. And they all started from zero. No fancy equipment, no degree, no overseas passport. On Fiverr, you create gigs, and buyers come to you, perfect if you happen to be an introvert. There's no bidding, no chasing clients, just clear packages and continuous income if your gigs are strong. And again, nothing is watered down. You keep what you charge. If you're serious about earning remotely, the link to the VA Starter Pack is in the description below. It gives you the templates and steps designed specifically for South Africans, so you don't waste time figuring everything out alone. So, here's the truth about platforms. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork let South Africans earn at genuine international levels. No agency cut, no reduced pay. Your skill, your clarity, and your brand determine your income. If you put in the work, the results are life-changing. Now, let's compare the numbers clearly. Agencies like HireSava, Protos VA, Cherry Assistant, and Somewhere typically pay between $700 and $1,900 a month. This is predictable, safe, and a great entry point. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, when built properly, can pay $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And some weeks will shock you, because once you have recurring clients, you're no longer trading every hour for every rand. The difference is clear. Agencies offer stability. Platforms offer freedom and full value. So, what does this mean for you? Agencies are a great entry point. They give you training, structure, and experience. They teach you what international clients expect and how to work professionally. But if you want the full value of your skills, you must eventually move to platforms. That's where your dignity and your income are protected. And let's go even deeper. Let's talk about how South Africans actually succeed on these platforms. This is what most people never explain. You succeed when you specialize, not when you call yourself a general VA. Because clients don't search for general help. They search for a specific solution. Specializations like calendar management, lead generation, customer support, social media content planning, podcast editing, e-commerce product uploads, travel planning, CRM cleanup, newsletter setup, and admin automation. The more specific your skill, the faster clients find you, and the more you can charge. Your skills have a market, and that market is bigger than South Africa, bigger than Africa. It's global. Now, let's expand your options even more. Upwork and Fiverr aren't the only trusted platforms. Here are legitimate platforms where South Africans can find real remote work. TopTal for highly skilled developers, designers, and finance professionals. FlexJobs, a curated board where every job is screened to reduce scams. We Work Remotely, one of the largest remote job sites worldwide. Remote CO, a remote-first job board with strong resources. Working Nomads, curated listings for digital professionals. Remote OK, a huge platform especially strong in tech. For South Africans specifically, Remote Recruitment, South Africa's leading remote job board. Remote Africa, focused on African remote roles. And for developers, Undelaw, a network matching African developers with global companies. And here's the bigger picture. Agencies give you entry. Platforms give you freedom. Local boards give you access. Networks give you growth. Every one of these paths is legitimate, but only one path pays you what you're worth. Your skills have a market. You have value. Choose the path that protects your income and your dignity. And if you're a beginner virtual assistant, start with the Empowerment Vault VA Starter Pack. Click the link in the description below to get it today. That is your first step into continuous remote work with dignity, clarity, and confidence.